I'm meteorologist Vin Crosby with your Clothesline Cleaners weather update, and boy, it is hot. Temperatures already into the 90s or approaching 90 degrees at midday. And here's the story we've been talking about since last week. Last Tuesday, I mentioned there will be storms that pop up in this heat when it gets to 100 degrees, most likely coming off the Oahu's down to the south and west. And look at that. We're up here in the foothills looking down directly towards the Oahu Mountains. You can see the towering cumulus starting to bubble up. It's not even in the heat of the day yet. And as it gets hotter and hotter, those clouds will bubble up. And then what we call entropy will kind of push it back down, and then it'll bubble up, and eventually it'll burst what we call a cap. What is a cap? It's the same thing if you get a Coke or a pop and you shake it up, and then you release the cap, and it just goes crazy. The atmosphere acts like that as the heat builds and rises rapidly in the real hot air, and those clouds start to build. Well, the upper levels of the atmosphere, very warm air, can't get through hot air. So the air only rises to a level. Well, when the sun sets and the cap weakens, or the energy coming up is strong enough to burst those cumulus clouds higher, that's when the thunderstorms pulse up and become very violent very quickly. And that's the concern for today, is those thunderstorms are going to line up, they're going to pulse up, and then going on sometime this afternoon, most likely after, though, this evening, right when the sun starts going down, a thunderstorm will form. And now it's going to dump some rain into this very hot, dry atmosphere, cool the air, and then that's going to spread out across the valley floors, and that's where we're going to see that gust of wind. Some of us will get that gust of wind in that maybe 40 to 55 mile per hour range, maybe even higher if the thunderstorms really pulse up through the cap. So that's the concern. They're already forming back there towards the southwest. You can see there's already an anvil up to the top. So there's your cap right there. It's not quite there yet, but it is going to get there, and that's our concern for this afternoon. So heads up for that. Otherwise, it is going to be hot, sunny, dry throughout much of the day. Temperatures right around 100 or slightly there above. Clothesline Cleaners, free pickup and delivery, 342-0538, or go to clotheslinecleaners.com.